What's up? It's your boy, the Commissioner, La Familia Mista Fantasy Football League. Welcome in to the breakdown of week number 1. Week 1 of the Fantasy Football Playoffs, the most wonderful time of the year for some. Let's get into the first matchup of the week, and it was me versus Vinny, and let me tell you guys, neither one of us deserved to win this game. Awful. But somebody had to win, and that winner was me. 79-72, big win for me to move on in the playoffs. I'll take it. My 3 running backs, Bijan, Zach Moss, and Derrick Henry, got me a combined 13.7 points. Ouch. Trey McBride was one of my only positive players with 15 points. I appreciate you, Trey. Vinny got a big game from Laporta and Browning with 26 and 18 points respectively. He texted me on Friday, though, letting me know he probably lost because he had 15 points on his bench from the law firm of Jacoby and Myers. I thought the game was over, and then his defense went -1. His kicker went -1, and I was winning on Sunday night. It all came down to Monday. We each had one player going. He had A.J. Brown, and I had Jackson Smith and Jigma, and by all rights, I deserve to lose. A.J. Brown is a stud. And Jackson Smith did not do much on Monday until the last play for his team, and he scored the game-winning touchdown. I love you, Jackson. I appreciate you bringing me to victory. Big win for Seattle over the Eagles on Monday Night Football, but even bigger win for Bijan Mustard. I could go on and on about this matchup, about how bad we were, but guess what? You take your wins and you move on to the next week. Let's talk about the next matchup, which is Rockaroosser versus Team Graham, as managed by Logan. And there were 2 people who deserved to win a football game. But only one could. Keenan came through with a 143-126 victory. My God, those are some good scores. Monster scores. Keenan got 40 points from Christian McCaffrey. He's still good at football. He got 31 points from Jared Goff with 5 touchdowns and 20 points from Chris Godwin. Crazy. Great job by Keenan. Logan got 29 points from Baker Mayfield, 21 from his tight end, David Njoku, and solid performances from all of his other players. But in the battle of number 1 running backs, Logan came off on the wrong side. Saquon Barkley only gave him 4.7 points, and that is not going to be enough to move on in these playoffs. Logan would have beat just about everybody in the league other than Dom and Keenan, obviously, this week. So it's tough for him to get the loss, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Congratulations to Keenan for putting up a monster week, the 3rd highest single score week score of the year, behind Joey, who in week 4 had 144 points, I think, and Siobhan in week 5, who had 150. My Lord, she's not in the playoffs, is she? That is it for the winner's bracket. We will move on to the loser's bracket. And Agad Aman Men versus Team Stingo, and Dom was not playing. Came through with 141 over Paul with 63 points. Huge performance. Very well-rounded. His players really scored well. Purdy had 25. Waddle had 24. White had 21. And the Texans D had 14. Great week for the last week of his season to get out of that loser's bracket. Paul had 3 zeros on his roster, which is not the way to win games. I think Paul wanted to play James this week. Well, you asked for it. Now you got it. Moving on to the next matchup. The leader of the family versus I'm a worker. And Siobhan came through with a 108 to 63 point victory. I know for a fact that Siobhan does not want to sing, so she was happy to be done with this. She was led by my sweet, sweet Jahmyr Gibbs, who had 24 points, and Kyron Williams with 22. Matt had a tough week with only 2 players in double digits, Trevor Lawrence with 14, and his kicker, Harrison Butler, with 10. His team just had a rough week. That's it for the matchup, and congratulations to Siobhan and Dom for being done with the losers bracket. Let's move on to the matchups this week, and there are some juicy ones. I take on Joey, and Joey, remember, you wanted this. You asked for it. Keenan takes on Graham, and I think I speak for everybody when I say this. Beat the Bodman! Beat him! And then in the losers bracket, we have James versus Paul and Matt versus Jared. Win and you are done. Lose and you are one step closer to singing. That's it for this week. Good luck to everybody in your matchups. Except for Joey, obviously. Catch y'all next week.